So this is gonna be like an art type thing. Like I did like a poll the other week, and I'm just gonna be showing you how to draw Taylor. So yeah, figuring out camera setup because I have no tripod at all. So how am I gonna do this? Maybe if I grab this. Here's the stuff. I can just put that in there. Nope, okay. Oh, it feels so weird talking in front of the camera. I'm not used to this. Oh. Is it in focus? Okay. We're good. I think. I don't know. Are we good? Yeah. Okay, so that's like the midpoint of the page. Yeah, we're good. Okay. But yeah, like I said, we're going... Can you go into focus, please? Yeah, like I said, we're going to be drawing Taylor Swift. This one right here. Yeah, I'm just going to download the image real quick. 1 second. Okay, so this is the image that we will be drawing. Hi Lacey X Swift. It's a tiny bit hard to see the chat because it's like on a makeshift tripod that I made out of a box of pens in a clear jar. But still, apart from that. But yeah, this is the image of Taylor that we will be drawing. Because as I already said before, it's from the poll from last week. If you see me shaking, it's because of the heat. It's so hot in here. So yeah, just let me know when I should get started. Let me see if I can bring my fan closer because it's boiling hot in here. Okay, I can feel the slight breeze. Yeah, I am. I am British. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's workout number 1 done. Yeah, just let me know when I should start, like, drawing. Like, if you guys want to follow along, feel free. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So many people from all different countries. That's amazing. I never dreamed of this before. But yeah, should I start drawing it now? Or, should I just wait for a few people? Okay. Oh. That makes more sense. Okay. So, I might not be able to read the chat because I'm going to be, like, sitting down. But apart from that, we're all good. Ignore the shadows if there are any. It's just part of the lighting system I have going on. Yeah, we're drawing this image of Taylor Swift in my brand new sketchbook. I'm also going to be using some Ohohu markers. Either that or my Winsor Newton watercolours. We'll see. Yeah, let's begin. And yes, I am left-handed, don't judge. So first, normally what I do, I look at like the facial like structure, and most of the time I normally just start with a circle. So we can do that. Just doing a like very loose looking circle. It's going out frame. It's going out frame. It's so sad. But it's fine. Then as you can like see here, like you can like kind of like, I don't know why I do this, but I like picture it as like a circle, then a line, then another 2 lines, and I just kind of connect the dots. So we're going to do that. Just follow it, like, you see how she's like looking up a tiny bit? That creates like a slight angle. So we're going to be doing that. And like where this bit of the circle is like where the nose area kind of is. So I'm going off of that basis. And I just kind of connect it while looking at the image. I still find it kind of crazy that I've never done art in front of a camera before. Just in front of like, actual like people in real life, at events and stuff. I'm so sorry for people looking up it and like moving. It's gonna try to see the chat. Okay, so I was told this by like a very nice old artist at like an art event. She was on TV show and stuff like that, so you know, professional. And she told me that the eyes are midway between like in the middle of the head. The nose is in the middle of that, and then the mouth is in the middle of that, and that's where I just kind of got this like diagram type thing from. And then where all the different lines cross over is where I then draw more circles. So these two represent like the eye type area, but like the entire like eye socket, eyeball, eyelashes, eyebrows, everything like that. And then where this is, that's where the nose is. So I'm just going to draw a slightly smaller circle there. And then where these cross over is where the lips are. And so then we just kind of draw them like that. I know that's kind of weird at the moment. Trust the process. Yeah. I'm good. You? Okay. Yeah, now I'm just gonna like, I think, like normally, like when I start, it would start with the nose or the eyes, just so I can like get like a whole grip on the entire face. I think I might start with the nose this time though. So most of the time, like the nose is normally like go up into the eyebrow, like with like the shadows and stuff. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And because Taylor has like a bit more of like a wide nose, I'm gonna like line it up at the edge of the lip, just like on the photo. Like this is just like a rough looking like sketch, so I don't really expect much from it. You can always just clean it up later. Same thing on the other side, look at the photo, look at the drawing, keep on alternating so you don't mess anything up. And it kind of like just goes like where the eye is. Yeah, I now normally like to just start by drawing the eye. And like I said before, these circles like represent the entire eye socket. And so I normally just like go by reference of the photo and like line it up with the circle, as you can see here. Why is it already coming together so easily? Yeah, and normally when I just get like the eye shape like there, I'm just realising how far away it is from the camera. Like, let me just quickly adjust that. There we go. Aw, thanks. Thanks for saying so talented. It took me 11 years to get to this point, so yeah. So now I'm just gonna like draw in like the pupils, and like normally with pupils, like they follow each other like most of the time, like they're like on equal like parts of the eye. So like if you have one pupil looking that way, if you are trying to do something like looking like look at your nose, where like both go in like the same like opposite directions. No, most of the time, as you can see here, they will follow each other. So this is one pupil, this is the other. If you look that way, the other one will follow. So that's kind of like what I'm doing right here. And then as you can see, like the lips are just like slightly out of place. But, you know, art isn't going to be perfect. We're not trying to copy a photograph, we're trying to make the photograph our own style. We're trying to make ourselves unique, not copy others. But if you want to practice copying other artists, as long as you don't take full credit for the work and you like credit them and stuff, then it is perfectly fine. So is tracing and copying as well. That's how I learned half of this stuff. It's starting to look kind of weird. I've just noticed I need an eraser, so give me 1 second. Just get one of my pretty cheap animal ones, because I can't be bothered to find any other eraser at the moment. I'm just praying that it works, which it does. I then like to just like erase it like ever so slightly so I can just redefine the lines I like. Otherwise absolutely everything gets confusing. One second. Well, just your favourite YouTuber. That's why I'm here. Teach you how to draw people, more specifically Taylor Swift, but I can also draw people as like a general thing. Kind of like this bookmark that I did right here. Yeah, I traced the sketch, but then I just kind of like added a bunch of like details around it. Like I said, tracing and copying is completely okay, as long as you take credits. If it's like a like piece of art, if it's a photo, then, well, you can decide what you want to do with that. Yeah. One other thing I normally like to take into account is the face shape. Or like the structure of the face like in the photo. So as you can see, Taylor's face kind of like comes out a bit, then goes back in. Probably not that much, but like, you know, you get the point, I hope. And it goes down like straight a tiny bit. And then just kind of goes back up slightly. I don't know what I'm doing with my pencil. And then it just kind of like rounds itself out. Then goes back in. And this is where her like fringe or bangs start. You can decide whichever one you want to pronounce it as, I don't mind. And so we're just gonna do that, like basic shape of them. I also like to divide like hair into like chunks as well, because I find that helps, like instead of just drawing the individual strands. Oh, this looks so weird, but I don't know why I don't like it. Just trust the process, like I normally say. Maybe if we had the eyelashes it'd be fine. Yeah, sometimes drawings don't look good, sometimes they do, it's just a guessing game, I guess, on whether your art is actually going to look good on that day. Okay. I think it's the lips problem. I'm not got anti-hero stuck in my head. Okay, let's take a look at the chat again. Aw, thanks. Since I'm not at 1K subscribers yet, YouTube will, like, make the stream private afterwards. So I recommend you, like, screen record it while you're watching it, so that you can, like, save it. And, like, use it in the future. Because, well, YouTube rules, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Maybe if you just draw in the nostrils, it'll help as well. Like I said, sometimes art looks good on certain days, sometimes it doesn't. It's all just a matter of practice, and if your hand doesn't get really shaky, then mine does sometimes. Art takes time and patience, and quite frankly also a lot of money. Like, I have quite a lot of art supplies that are, like, in my room. Like, they cost quite a lot of money. Like, I don't have any, like, Copic markers or anything. But what I do have is Ohuhu markers. I have, like, 3 sets of alcohol markers, and then 1 set of the water-based markers. And if you look on their website, you'll be able to see that they're quite a lot. I have the 100 and, no, not 100. I have the 200 set of Oahu ones, or however you pronounce that. Then I have 2 sets of the Honolulu. Then I have 1 set of the Maui series, 120. So, those are just some of the art supplies I use from that brand. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad you're following along. If you need me to explain anything in, like, further detail, just let me know. But yeah, just keep on, like, looking at the photo, then looking back at the drawing. I'm just trying to follow the photo as closely as possible. Most of my drawings take up to, like, from at least, like, 30 minutes to up to 8 hours. I can tell you that. Sometimes even a few days. Depending on just how good you want your art to look, or just how much you want to, like, put detail into it, and, like, how much time you want to spend on it. But art doesn't need to take, like, really long time. But some of my sketches take, like, an hour and a half. Some of them take a bit less than that, sometimes they're more. It fluctuates depending on what I'm sketching, like, most of the time. I've just realised that she's looking up on the photo, so I'm going to erase the pupils a tiny bit. also pay attention to details like the wrinkles in the face, because they can like show emotion, I guess. I'm gonna start drawing the hair and just like ignore the face for now. I wasn't gonna become too fixated on it and just notice the mistakes instead of what I've already done. I think the hair just like tied it all together a tiny bit. What's you guys' favourite Taylor Swift songs? Mine fluctuates depending on like the mood, as Sabrina once said. Like it depends on the mood. Right now I can't actually decide. Like I had one stuck in my head just now, but now it's gone. And can't remember what it was. Which is kind of annoying, but we live. Because now I've got Hamilton stuck, like Hamilton song stuck in my head instead of Taylor Swift. Am I talking too quietly for you guys? Because I'm known for that. I'm known to mumble like 99% of the time. I'm told that by most people actually, that I just mumble and never talk. Now I'm starting to draw the outfit. Looking at where the like the hair ends. And stuff like that. Just looking at like proportions and all the really boring stuff that you kind of need to learn to get good at art. Or what most people need to learn to get good at art. Some people, it just comes to them naturally. But for me, I had to learn it, and it took forever. But we're here now. Hope it's a good thing. If the chat isn't working, just comment when my video is not restart a live stream. Because I know that does sometimes happen on YouTube. fact, I might just check on here real quick, 1 second. But is the chat working, guys? Because it doesn't show up on my phone, like the one I'm currently like using here. Because it's on a different account. Trying to figure out the problem is with the eyes. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out eventually. The joys of being an artist. Oh yeah, I got rid of that. One thing I always like to take note of is like when you look at the image, keep on referencing back at it even if you don't think you need to. Because I just noticed that was way too long, like that detail on the bodysuit that she's wearing. And one thing that I also like to do is that if like the photo is cut like this, I usually just like put it into Google search and see if I can find like an extended version of it. And then I use that to draw instead of the original image I found. That way I get a bigger drawing with most likely better detail. And that's what I do for like most of my drawings of Taylor. And I might do that for this in a second just to see if I can find like another image of this specific one. But if it is purely just like a fan taken photo, then you probably won't find like a second version of it. So sometimes I just have to make stuff up and just make it look proportionate. But that takes a lot of practice as well, so do what you want, I guess. Okay, I think the face looks good now. In terms of the eyes don't look weird anymore. I'm going to move this out of the way just so I can draw the second line. So that's where like the image like cuts off. Now, the idea for this one is I add text around that, like, you know, Lover lyrics and stuff like that, like the Lover Eras tour charts, stuff like that. I feel kind of sorry for this owl now. It's been through a lot. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna put the phone screen back in a second. I'm just drawing out some lines for the border of the painting / drawing. Oh, that's very crooked. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Right, I'd say that's a pretty good sketch if I don't say so myself. One thing I also really like to do is just add like the shading as well. But like in the same pencil or different pencil. Because like there are different like grades of pencil as well. Like there's like a 2H, which is the one I'm using. I normally use this for watercolours because it's light and it's easy to erase. But I also quite like to use things like HBs, 2Bs, 4Bs, that kind of thing. Let's put this one here. So this one's a 4B, I don't know if you can see it. This one's a 4B. And basically the B means like more like soft and the H means more like hard lead. Like if you just Google different grades of pencils or like search up on YouTube, there are going to be so many videos. But one that I do recommend is by a artist called Scott Christian Sauer. His art tips helped me quite a lot throughout my art journey. In fact, it helped me like learn how to draw people. He pretty much taught me that through like a screen. I even followed one of his live streams and drew someone from the 80s on half a sketchbook page. Yeah, if you see him, or see his YouTube channel, 100% subscribe to him. He's such a good like teacher when it comes to like art and artists. So good. Like he taught me like half the stuff I know. Right, what do you guys think? Should we start doing like the colour stuff now? Cause like I use like a uni pen fine liner brush pen, but like that makes the inks like bleed a tiny bit. Okay, it's not on the live stream. Whatever, I don't mind. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to add the ink on afterwards, because this pen makes the ink bleed quite a bit. I'm going to just very lightly erase everything, otherwise the pencil like stays in underneath the pen. You can't get rid of it. But yeah, I like to work from light to dark, just like Scott Christian Sauer said. Please send me the swatch pages in here. Yes. there is. We're good. Okay, so I'm thinking for the face, I'm just going to start with basic, just a pink, which looks like that. Yeah, pretty nice shade of pink. And I'm going to do that for the entire, like, the skin. So it's pretty good, like, skin tone starter, if you ask me. But it varies from image to image and paper to paper, because different papers have different results. That's why I always swatch like the pens on the actual sketchbook instead of using these. And so a few pages back in the sketchbook, actually, I swatched some pens, and they look pretty similar to the actual like cards. I know it doesn't look it right now, but that's just because the pen is wet. It takes like quite a few seconds to like dry and then get to its like original colour, I guess you could say. Hey, my cat came out. Hi. How would you like 5-hour nap? Do you want to say hi? Or do you not? Are you not in the mood to say hi? You know what, I'm bringing you up. This is my cat. You exploring my sketchbook, are you? Okay. Oh, thanks for cleaning my finger. Yeah. Okay, you do you. Right, I'm gonna get back to work, so if you could just kind of go back on my bed, that'd be amazing. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Okay, I'm covered in cat hair now. It's fine. If you want to leave, just let me know. Do you want to leave? Yeah, you want to leave. 1 second, guys. Make it wants to leave. Well, no one can say they want to leave, so that's the whole deal. Do you want to leave or do you not want to leave? So I can't leave this door open. If you could, that'd be amazing. Anyways. I say we then use like an orange type colour. That still looks kind of pink. So maybe like pale cherry pink or something like that. Like something like the blush type bits and the shadows. Because like with markers, you have to work from like light to dark. Quite similar to watercolours. Hello to the one person that's on my live stream. Alright, let's see here. Let's do the hair now. I also go with the colour sand. That looks most accurate. Ooh, yeah, that's very accurate, okay. Yeah, if you're following along, just let me know. That way I can make like a separate tutorial. Because YouTube won't let me like save my live streams just yet. Oh, these markers are really juicy on the paper, but I haven't used them in a while. Oh, it's such a good feeling. To see that they finally have ink in them. Because normally they don't. I haven't used them for so long. Even though I literally have a marker sketchbook. And I'm fine with having a marker sketchbook that I don't use markers in. Because I've done that for a while now. Okay, I say we do the red lipstick now. But I don't think we have a good shade for the red lipstick in this set. So, set number 2. Yes, it takes 2 sets for this, and no, I'm not complaining. They last quite a while, depending on what paper you use. Yeah, another thing I've learned over the time, being an artist. I say we go and pass the rows and just build out from there. I don't know why I'm looking at the screen to see the reference image. I should be looking at the phone screen, not the live stream screen. Yeah, if any of the ghosts that are currently watching this live stream are curious as to what products I'm using, feel free to ask me. I mean, like, there's currently no one on live stream, so I don't know why I'm speaking. Unless there is someone on live stream, it's just not showing up. Because YouTube is a bit behind sometimes. Why have I got 80 songs stuck in my head now? Or is it 90 songs? I don't know, but I got Baby One More Time by Britney Spears stuck in my head. I haven't listened to her in ages though, so I don't get how I remembered it. Like, the last time I listened to her was probably, like, during, like, the pandemic, I guess. Or, like, just after that. Like, maybe, like, 2021, 2022, I don't know. I believe, maybe even 2023, I don't know. But I believe that was when I, like, was listening to her. When I was in my, like, full-on, like, Britney phase. Yeah, I was also doing the same thing, bodysuit with this colour. Okay. What does cerulean blue look like? Okay, I say cerulean blue for the bodysuit. I feel like I'm talking way too quietly now. That's one thing I need to keep on being aware of. It's just how quiet I'm speaking to see if the mic will actually pick it up. But yeah, if you see this new drawing as a profile picture on my YouTube channel, that means it turned out well. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in this live stream. Because like I said before, sometimes drawings take a while. And sometimes they just don't go as planned and they just don't get done. Let's go with lighter blue, maybe pastel blue. I'm going to get some of the necklace as well. Ooh, and also here. One other thing about art is that it doesn't need to be like an exact replica of, like, say, a photo you're copying or an image that you're copying. Or even just what you're copying, like, face to face in real life. It can just be what you see it as. Like, I'm not trying to, like, replicate a photo. I'm not trying to basically become, like, a human camera. What I'm trying to become is someone who can, like, capture emotion in art. And that's what I find really, really cool about being an artist. Your art doesn't need to, like, bend to the, like, meanings of what people call reality. It can be what you want it to look like. I accidentally put that marker in a little bit, but it's fine. Sometimes I wonder how to get such HD images, because, like, I'm pretty sure this is when she, like, first came out for, like, Miss Americana. Like, right before, like, she comes out, like, judging by, like, the things in the background. It could be somewhere completely different. It could be from, like, the old, like, the Archer performance. it could literally be from anywhere at the moment. Like, I don't personally know where, like, this image came from. So. Just looking at the image again. Seeing where any purple shadows might be. It's like sometimes when you look at colours, you don't actually see them as, like, the greys that they are. You see them more as, like, really vivid hues. At least that's what I find. I don't know about you guys. And now I've got 22 stuck in my head. Great. That's the thing about being Swifty. You can't get the songs at your head once you say something. That even makes you, like, slightly think about the song. Or is that just me? It might just be me. I don't know. Okay, I might have to go now because my phone is literally... Okay, I might have to go now because my phone is literally on 2%. But, apart from that, yeah. I'll maybe see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. But this is what we have so far. That's my hand. Compared to the image, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I've got to go now because my phone is literally about to die and it's very, very hot because of the heat wave we have going on right now. But yeah, I might continue it tonight. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, bye guys.